Hey everybody, today's Sunday, March 16th. It's around 2 p.m. Over here in Colorado with my friend Cartudo. He's gonna walk with me this way. This way we're gonna go. We have little remnants of. Don't walk across the bed. You're gonna fall, bro. It's got all kinds of potholes and stuff in there. Anyway, I just don't want you to fall down just because I don't want him tripping over here. Anyway, so we're gonna walk on the path over here to spot that Boomerang, and I used to love to go on all these trails up here. This is Copper Canyon, and these are some of the great little hiking trails over here. And the last day I was hiking here with Boomerang was the day we had the really incident, very end of our hike going into the truck. But I'm gonna put that behind me and basically take Boomerang back to the spot he likes the best. It's called the little creek over here. So we're gonna walk on the path till we get to that creek, and I'm gonna drop some of his remains along the creek there. This place, he's one of his favorite places up here. So it's worth a mile hike down to the spot and a mile back. So it's about a 2 mile hike today. So we're trying to stay out of the mud as much as possible. So anyway, there's Boomerang in the bag right there. His ashes. We're not gonna spread all of them over there, but a handful over to his favorite spot. And treat his experience with due respect. So we got mud puddles and puddles along the way here on this path. So we gotta walk with a lot of care. I'm wearing my heavier duty boots today instead of my hiking shoes because the terrain calls for it. But I love these paths back here. They're really nice paths. I've probably been up here 80 to 100 times, but different paths each time. Boomerang, there's a regular spot for us to come from, I guess from last July all the way through the end of the year. And we used to come early in the morning in the summertime because it gets too hot after 10 a.m. And then in the wintertime, we used to come here purposely a little bit later in the morning so that it warmed up a little bit. But a lot of times we got out here, was frost in the ground. But it's a really nice, they did a really good job when they made these paths through here probably about 25 years ago. I would think they probably did it in the 90s. Late 90s, when Colorado started developing as a township. My town here has got about 3,500 people, and it's basically not even considered truly a town. It is a town, they call it the city of Colorado, but it's a unincorporated town in Calaveras County. So the county takes care of all of our needs with road maintenance, etc. So we get trails going all different directions. But what we're gonna do today, we're gonna try and stay out of those puddles. Try to stay where it's dry. I don't know about if we can. Basically, we should be going that way, but I don't know whether you can stay dry here or not, because this way will take us in a different direction. But we'll do our best to stay out of the mud. So we're gonna put on pause right now for a few minutes. We get to the other side. We'll pick it up from there. So we're a little bit further along the path here. It's been raining quite a bit this week, so we got probably one more day. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and then it'll be dry for about a week. So it's intermittently kind of muddy, grassy, wet, but usually it doesn't take more than 1 or 2 weeks before everything's dry out again up here. The soil is not the best, but it's got a lot of clay in the soil. But at least it's sloped, so it does run off, which is a good thing. There's a tool bringing out the rear, carrying some of Boomerang's ashes. I have my cane and the camera with me, so I'm actually him holding the bag. He knew Boomerang really well since he was a puppy, so he's hanging out with me for a couple of weeks. He's here visiting from Estonia, but he actually is American, but he stays with the family in Estonia part of the year for visiting his girlfriend. Anyway, so onward and upward to the spot where we're going to go today. It should be a little drier because the path is a little steeper and a little rockier, so it's not as much mud. It's right up here. So I'll pick it up again when I get to the top of the hill. So out of all the trails, this is Boomerang's favorite because it has a nice little dip slope that goes on the hill. A little bench. We could miss that when we get to the bottom. A little like picnic bench. And we sit there for a minute or two, catch our breath. And we'll be down there. It's about a quarter mile down the hill. Then we'll go to a spot, his favorite spot over here in Copper Valley. It's a pretty good sized slope going on the hill. We're in the very beginning of the foothills of Calaveras County. It's like only about 800, 900 foot elevation, but the average foothills goes from 1,000 to about 3,500 feet, and that would be around Murphy's, California, straight up Highway 4 past Angels Camp. So you can see the soil here is pretty rocky. Oh, I flipped the camera by accident. So you can see the soil here is pretty rocky. That's what it looks like. Boomerang loves the wildlife here. He would stay on the trail even though he see deer here and there. And there are wildcats up here. You can see them once in a while hunting. But if you don't come here when it's like dusk or dawn, you're good. It's a pretty safe area. Here's Boomerang's ashes right there. So I'm going to work our way down the slope until we get to the bottom. I'll put it on hold again. So you can see the stream that we're going to dispense some of his ashes down over there, but we have to walk to the left here to get access. That's private property. So all these trails butt up against private properties, ranches and stuff over here. Cattle ranches, and some people have livestock and some people don't. But probably half of them do. But I respect private property, so I stay off of the private property. And they're all good with people hiking along the trail here. This is part of the HOA of the Copper Valley. But they know me, so let me in here anytime I want. There's the bench I was talking about right over there. We'll sit there for a second and rest. So let's get down to the bench and I'll pick it up where I left off. So let me talk to you. It's been about a month ago that the incident happened, the 21st of February. We took our last hike together on the 21st of February on a cool morning, probably, but it's sunny, not at all rainy. And Boomerang and I had not gone out for like 6 weeks because of the bad weather. But we took that morning to give him a chance to get a break and get in the truck and go. And that's what he did. He went right into the truck and we hiked about 3.5 miles. Went over here to the stream. He loved it over there where the stream is pointing right now. And I was going to walk down there and spread some of his ashes. But the incident occurred. Boomerang had a reactivity problem. And when he couldn't do something, he got frustrated, he would get up. He'd literally come right at me and bite my hand. And he did it like 4 times in about a 6-month period. And the last time he bit down really hard, almost got the tendon. So it was the animal control officer talked me into, you probably better think about rehoming him, but if he's going to be like this, if you can't rehome him, I would think seriously about putting him down because something happened in his head when he was about 2.5 years old when I neutered him a little bit late, 2 years and 8 months. And the incident that must have occurred at the veterinarian's hospital, he became totally leash reactive. After that, I couldn't even put a leash or a collar on him. So I had to deal with him being off leash all the time. We used to hike we tried to go over hikes where there were no other people, so we didn't have to worry about people being worried about him being off leash. So we'd walk up here a lot. Nobody would ever bother us. He liked to get on the stream, etc. So he was euthanized the 26th of February. I think it was Wednesday morning, and I have his ashes now right here. He's with me, and I promised I would disperse of his ashes in his favorite places. So this is the place we're gonna start at right here, in this little creek So I'm putting on pause right now and get down to the creek. So none of this was Boomerang's fault. It was something that he had like a mental block or somehow or hormone imbalance that got him to react so badly. Sometimes getting in and out of the truck, that is actually was dangerous for me. So I got stuck on the street that day. He wouldn't get in the truck, and I had to call animal control to get him on a loop leash to get him under control. And they took him straight up to the animal control office in San Andreas, Calaveras County, and that's where they held him for a few days. And they at that time they Mr. Frank, I don't think it's a good idea for you to take him back into your house now. He's going to be a danger for you every time you want to go somewhere, and you're pretty much between a rock and a hard place. So all you have is that pickup truck to get around. I don't want to get into too much detail, but it's really a heartbreaker for me. He's almost 5 years old. He'll be 5 years old. I think it's 21st of April. So here we go with the creek. I'm gonna go ahead and get his ashes and spread over here real quick. I'll put this on pause.